Roxstars, it's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, The Reunion Part 2. So this is real fast, because what? I mean, it's over, I'm done, I'm just nothing. The show started where it ended last week, which was with the fight with Moniece and all of the rest of the girls, all the rest of the mamas, excuse me, on the stage. That would be Brandy, that would be Amber in her hair, that would be Shonda. The whole place just erupts into a whole bunch of pandemonium. I just didn't understand why they all felt like they needed to jump in on Moniece's segment. Brandy is so fucking team too much. She is too fucking much. I think that we've all been watching reality shows long enough to know when a motherfucker is just stunting for the damn cameras and trying to create some sort of storyline so they'll come back. But I swear, Mona, if you listening, bitch, do not bring Brandy and Max back. Do not bring them back. They don't bring anything to the show. She is too much. Nobody believes her. She just carries on and on and on, and it's just like, okay, enough. And Moniece was hot as fuck. Okay, she was like, fuck that bitch. You know, everybody last week was saying how Marla was laughing, that they was all jumping on Moniece. But when I watched it yesterday, I was like, no, she wasn't laughing. She was just trying to get some order. Everybody was going crazy. And then all of a sudden, everybody jumped up. And then for Princess, you know, everybody is just kind of chilling, calming down. And then that bitch come clunking down the way with her. I was just like, what the fuck did she think she was about to do, trying to run up the back? Did you really think you was going to make it over there, Princess? So stupid. Just retarded. And then when they got backstage, just like Rich said, like, you going through all of this for them bitches ain't got nothing to do with you. You all mad, and now they satisfied that they've got under your skin. Quit giving them even the satisfaction. I would have ignored them stupid ass bitches, because it was just a whole bunch of unnecessary whatever it was. And then when they got order back to the stage, and Nina was just like, well, you know, what was it about? You know, Moniece refused to talk. I don't know if she was mad at Nina or she just was like, I ain't saying shit else to nobody. But like Tiara said, it's all good that you guys are mamas and you guys feel like, you know, Brandy, I take that so serious because I'm a mother and I'm a goddaughter. I was just like, bitch, nobody give a fuck that you a goddaughter. She was going on, and I was just like, so unnecessary. Just shut up and sit the fuck down. But Tiara was just like, yeah, you guys had no right to do that. And like I told you guys last week, good, bad, or indifferent, Moniece did not jump in on any of their segments. All they fucked up ass issues that they have. I mean, you would think that they were like perfect mothers up there. So yeah, motherfuckers want to be casting stones. Child, I can't. And again, when I looked last night, I am going to confirm that Moniece did look the best out of everybody that night. When she was sitting there and they had that profile of her just by herself when Rich was fussing at her, I was like, bitch, you look good. Okay, that fucking ponytail was perfect. Her little profile was perfect. Bitch, still crazy. Still got issues for sure. But yeah, I was just like, y'all doing too much. It did not require all that. Then when we talk about Jason Lee and Hazel, it was Hazel's moment to, you know, kind of get back at Jason Lee. I would have been exactly like her. Well, not exactly, but I wouldn't have accepted his apology as well. You know, Jason wanted to get up there and say, you know, that he sincerely apologizes because, you know, he didn't want to represent himself that way. But, you know, she was trying to out him. You know, not even his family knew he was gay. I was like, motherfucker, if everybody in America knew you was gay just for watching you on TV, I am going to be willing to bet that maybe your family has an idea. He was just trying to justify it, and Hazel was just like, no, motherfucker, ain't nobody trying to even hear that. I'm not accepting his apology, because after it happened, which was maybe almost a year later, once they had finished filming, he had a big viewing party at a club, and he had a t-shirt that said, eat that bitch, and, you know, all of that. So all of a sudden, today he feels bad because everybody was pissed at him for what he did, because that was like bitch made. So now he feels like he needs to apologize because of what he did, but he only doing that because everybody is pissed at him. Motherfucker gonna say that everybody in Hollywood knows what he did. Jason, I still don't know what the fuck blog he on, but he swear that he be doing it all. Okay, Jason, child. Anyway, that was Hazel's little part. What about Hazel's titties, you guys? It was the great divide. Okay, them motherfuckers was doing something like this. I was like, why do people wear these blazers and then they titties be doing something? They're like, unless you got nice, perfect, pouty titties that sit right here and don't be doing all of this. Nigga, I don't want to see all this rib cage and I don't want to see that. That is not cute. Again, Brandy is in it. Nia asked her why did she throw the water on her, and she was just like, well, because I just knew that shit was not right. It didn't feel good as a woman, that he gonna do that. I was just like, bitch, you can fuck around and get your ass beat up. Jason ain't that type of dude, obviously, but you could really let that mouth get your ass fucked up. Oh, you guys, Brandy, she just wears me the hell out. Okay. But what about Ray J, trying to be the mediator and, between Jason Lee and Hazel. And he was just like, if the big homie want to apologize, then let the big homie do that. Shut the fuck up, Ray J. Then Tierra and Nikki. I mean, again, what? Are they friends or are they not? Nikki was mad that Tierra, came to the fashion show, but Nikki said she wasn't really trying to upset Tierra, that she just felt like Tierra needed to get past it. I mean, I'm all for that, but you should have said that to Tierra originally, okay? What you did was agreed with Hazel to do this fashion show with Princess, didn't say nothing to Tierra, and then you guys blindsided her. But that whole little thing is stupid. I'm sure that Nikki and Tierra are still friends because, I mean, that just... They asked Hazel why did she leave the fashion show, and Hazel said she didn't want to stick around for the fool of fucking niggatry. She knew that Tierra was about to come there and, wreck shop, and Tierra said, but she wasn't going to wreck shop. She didn't, she didn't cut up, she didn't act out, and she was like, bitch, you came in there and you stormed the fashion show. In what world do you think that's not cutting up? Do you think it's professional to get up there and just throw your models on the fashion show runway? But, whatever. We already talked about all that shit anyway. Hazel's scared of Tierra. That's just the bottom line. Oh, and Tierra did apologize to Hazel and say that she doesn't want her to die, okay? Because if she died, then Tierra would die. Okay, so how's that for sisterhood? Now, you guys, this whole Nia and Soulja Boy, first of all, Soulja Boy was so fucking geeked up on whatever the fuck he was geeked up on. This is when you take a nigga who ain't got no fucking home training, none whatsoever. You would think that once you clean a motherfucker up and, put him some deodorant on and some cologne and some clothes that match and sit their ass up on the stage, that they would learn how to act in public. Soulja Boy is one of those ones that ain't gonna do right. It don't matter what the hell is going on. He's sitting up there, he's like kind of like jerky antsy, big ass fucking eyes looking like Beetlejuice, and he is refusing to answer any questions. They got Nas up there, they got Nia up there. Nina asked him like, are you with Nas or are you with Nia? He was just like, come on, you know what it is, fuck all that. She know that Nia is my girl. So the fuck what? She got fucked 2 months ago. I was just like, really? Nia is sitting up there next to that fool. She ought to be fucking embarrassed. I just stupid. Why would you want to be with somebody so fucking ignorant? That skinny ass motherfucker was up there just going on. Every other word was fuck that. I don't give a fuck. So what? Fuck what? She's stupid as fuck. I don't give a fuck. I was just like, what is wrong with this fool? When Nina asked him, do they have an open relationship? And she was just like, no. And so then she was like, well, what do you say to that, Soulja Boy? And he was just like, well, you know what? I'm a rap star. I be on the road. I got groupies. I got fans that come up to me all the time. And she was like, well, are you sleeping with him? And he was just like, nah. I was like, nigga, first of all, that's way different from what you was saying in the confessionals when you was all on the show. But now all of a sudden, no, you're not fucking them. Nia is so incredibly naive and dumb to be sitting up there with that ugly motherfucker. Like, she's a cute girl. Why are you even wasting your time? At the end of the day, it's about money. I got money. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? This is what I got. I got all this money. This nigga pulls out all these $100 bills and, he's standing up in front of everybody. I was just like, now, is he going to take off running and take his clothes off? I mean, I was really expecting him to have like the, like the freebase run when you just drop acid and then you just take the fuck off because you just hot and you can't. I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Nina was just like, okay, you got money, like sit the fuck down. Yeah, you guys, I cannot with Soulja Boy. If there was anything good that came out of his little segment was the fact that he said he was getting rid of some of the old ugly ass, scribble, scrabble ass tattoos all over his goddamn body. When I was looking at him, I was like, oh, he only had a booty in the middle of his forehead no more. At least the Negro was listening to something. Okay, look at a fucking ass mess. Oh my God, you guys, when they got to fighting, you know, Nia and Nas, like, why are you guys still fighting? It's established that he was lying to both of you guys, that you guys were both being played. I don't know who is stupider. I feel like maybe Nas has got the point that, you know, he wasn't being truthful to her, but something tells me that she's still fucking around with him because he supposedly is worth $25 million. But this is the same motherfucker that had got a ream of paper and then put $100 bills on each side of the ream and then had to stack up like this, but the fucking $100 bill had been flipped up and you can see it was just a stack of white copy paper. But you really want us to believe, you know what, something's fucking wrong with him. And I truly believe that something is wrong with him. He too goddamn angry for nothing. If you worth $25 million, why the hell you up there with all of this? And then on all these damn shows. Nobody want to talk about the fact that you was on 3 reality shows with 3 different bitches. Oh, I cannot with Soulja Boy. I was so disgusted with him. After they had gotten to that big ass fight, and nobody can tell me why they was fighting. You know, Nia, her hair was all crazy. I was like, dang, did Nas's wig come off? And you know, he ain't got no shirt on. Like, you fucking up here fighting with girls? What is this about? Like, you are so... Women, girls, young girls, is this what you guys like? There's so many other rappers out there of quality, okay? And not even of quality, but better than this motherfucker. And y'all fighting over this nigga like this? Oh my God. So fucking embarrassing. He is a step back for black people. I'm sorry. Miles and Milan is more of the same of that. Bottom line is Milan is really jealous of Miles. Nina had it right when she asked him, you know, are you upset that Miles is the breakout star? Okay, that he basically stole your storyline because you were the gay person that they were presenting on the show. And now all of a sudden everybody is feeling sorry for Miles for all the things that he did. And Milan said, no, he's not jealous. But yeah, Milan is jealous. Okay, he had to bring up the whole thing about Miles fucking around. I don't know if he is or isn't, but it's irrelevant at this point because, you know, Milan is just mad. Now everything is he was lying. It was a fake. It was a phony. Amber and her hair already knew him. Okay, I hear all of that. I've heard him. He's been saying it from the beginning, pretty much the beginning of the show. But my whole thing is, if it was a lie and a fake and a phony, you was involved in it and you were okay with it. Now all of a sudden, you mad. He said he was going to come on the show and propose to him because this was the man that he thought he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. I said, motherfucker. Miles said he lying. I thought that sister was gonna get up and fuck Milan up, okay? Because you know sis don't take that bitch hoard. That's whatever. It's the same old same. Amber in her hair did let us know that she's seeing somebody. It's a girl. I am seeing somebody. I got a new boo. I was like, I guess the bitch done turned gay. But that was always part of the rumor too, that she was already gay and, you know... Gay people, you guys ought to be really upset that they use you guys like this, okay? They sure will use a motherfucking gay storyline in a hot minute. Do you guys have problems with this? Are you guys okay with the fact that they just use you guys so much? Lastly, Willie Taylor. He in the Willie Taylor business. They get up there and they show him and Shonda's little thing. Willie Taylor want to let y'all know that he ain't never been broke. Okay, get that through your head. Okay, nigga has money. He always had money. He always gonna have money. All he was saying was shit was getting low. Shonda, you didn't trust that your man was gonna get money for your family? Yeah, I trusted him. He always does, but you know I panicked. Okay, I said, oh, okay. But yeah, you know my boo, he always get out there. He's singing and shit. Now he fixing to be in this whole Chocolate City 2 movie. I said they had the nerve to come up with a 2 on that motherfucker. That old bullshit ass movie. And then they had the nerve to be saying that it was comparable to Magic Mike. I said, nigga, I ain't even seen Magic Mike, and I know this bullshit ain't comparable to Magic Mike. Y'all know y'all tripping on that one anyway. Willie Taylor say, you know, it's all good right now. That his girl, you know, him and his girl, they make mistakes, but it's okay. They gonna live together. They gonna grow together. They gonna love together. And then when Nina gonna ask her, Shonda, I know you said that you hung up your shoes, but are you done with stripping? And she was just like, bitch, I got a gig after the show. What you think? Fuck you mean? Am I gonna give up the damn stripping? Hell the fuck no, nigga. I made money enough to pay bills for 4 months in advance. As long as I got titties, puss, and ass, bitch, I'm always gonna be able to get on the pole. But it's over, and I'm done with it. I was so confused with the programming last night because I watched it, but I watched it late. So I was fast forwarding through the commercials, and then all of a sudden I would see, you know, people talking, and all of a sudden Mona was talking, and I stopped, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay, they were showing parts of that Big in 2015 shit in the commercials. I didn't understand, child. And then after I finished watching Love and Hip Hop, then I tried to watch Big in 2015, but it was going off, and then all of a sudden Love and Hip Hop New York came on, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, do they didn't ran damn tape at the damn VH1 and ain't nobody maintaining it? Like, they just got shit going? Because all of a sudden I was watching Remy Ma. Okay, and I was just like, that shit, ain't that supposed to be next week? Y'all so confused. I'm looking forward to New York. It is looking like it's going to be so much drama on New York. And if you guys have been watching my Instagram, you guys know that they say that Tara is pregnant by Peter Guns. I don't know if it is true or not, but Famous, the Instagram blog, has a post and say that she's 6 months pregnant by Peter, which you guys is just, I don't know what kind of fool you got to be to do something like that. I don't even know how to excuse this kind of behavior, but like I say, it might not be true. We're gonna wait for the show to come on. This has definitely got the buzz to come in. I am definitely gonna watch just to see if the bitch is pregnant or if it's gonna happen within the show. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.